Hey everybody, it's Jenna Allen with Mental Health Today. This video I am gonna do 5 red flags to watch out for when dating and seeing somebody or in a relationship in general. Um, I'm gonna start with the first one, which is being super, super, super clingy and obsessive. Would be number one, where they don't give you space, which can lead to other red flags. Um, it's okay to be like a little clingy and be affectionate and loving. I'm an affectionate person, but if it's obsessiveness to the point where you don't have time to yourself, and these red flags go for both genders, female and male. If they're really obsessive, usually that's a sign that they're unstable or really insecure, which is something you want to watch out for, especially when dating. It's okay, like no one's perfect or anything, but you definitely want to watch out for um, that obsessiveness for sure. You want to make sure that they're stable enough to give you your space, because if they're that clingy, then they're probably a little unstable. Because if they get really obsessive, then they're gonna get comfortable with using you or relying on you, or just overall kind of just making you feel like a child, like making you not a child, sorry, making you feel like you have to parent them, which is something you don't want to do. So I would definitely look out for the obsessiveness for number one is a red flag. Number two is control. So when it's getting to the point where they're controlling you, like getting overprotective, um, controlling your friends, controlling how much you talk to your friends, or controlling you to the point where you don't have a life anymore, or like controlling you in the way, like, I'll give you an example, like manipulating you kind of into doing something that you didn't want to do because they really need you, you know, or trying to change you. That's kind of what I mean by control, like trying to change you because they feel like you need to be changed, you know, and women and men will both do that. I actually just watched a movie called Think Like a Man, which is a very, very good movie. I really enjoyed watching the perspective from both men and women. I've been watching more like movies about dating and stuff just to kind of like get a little bit more knowledge. Um, the third red flag I would say would be gaslighting, which I'm sure a lot of you have heard about. Gaslighting is another form of manipulating the brain into thinking that you're the problem. So it's a form of mental abuse. Um, guys and women, guys and girls will they both do this. They'll make you feel really, really, really sorry for them to the point where you end up apologizing for what they did wrong, or they'll change their story, or basically manipulate you into thinking that you're the problem when they're the issue, and they'll play the victim a lot, which is really bad. So make sure you watch out for that. Um, all of these red flags, I think men and women should both watch out for, because I've also seen a lot of women, no offense, ladies, but I have seen a lot of women do this to guys. They will change them, control them, act like everything's about them, you know, and guys don't like to be controlled, you know, like guys aren't looking to be fucking parented unless they are unstable or whatever. But a good strong man doesn't want to be like feel like a child in their relationship or marriage, right? So, you know, it's pretty common, or like some girls will only date guys for their money, or they'll only date them because they have a nice job, and like both men and women do this, and it's not okay, and it's not going to help you build a good relationship. I would say the fourth red flag Uh, I would say the fourth red flag would be probably lying. I would say lying is a big red flag. So when they're lying to you or hiding their phone because they're hiding something, which is often the case that they're cheating on you or something. And this video is for dating and relationships. Like, this is, if you're already in a relationship, this is really good knowledge for you to know as well. Um, I think lying is the fourth red flag, or if they're being really like suspicious and hiding something. Like, oh, like, I'll give you an example. Like, oh, hey, babe, what you doing? Nothing. And then if you're trying to, like, look over their phone, they'll be like, like, it's pretty obvious that they're, like, probably hiding something from you. So, like, lying, I think, would be when they're acting suspicious and they won't tell you or they'll make something up. That's another really big red flag. I'd say the fifth one. There's quite a lot of red flags out there, to be honest, but the fifth one would probably be like, I want to say excuses. So if they're like, honestly, that's a good one to look out for, because if they're doing something wrong but they keep making excuses, like after they apologize, but they keep like, this is another thing to look out for. So excuses and like making excuses for their behavior. So like if they make a mistake and they're constantly like repeating it, um instead of working on their issues, they're repeating their problems, which is something like I feel like us people end up falling for people's traps because they're like, this is a really big one actually. They'll like be really sweet to you for like a couple days to a week, and then they'll like fuck up again, and then they'll like find a way to make it up to you because they want you to stay. That is a really, really, really big one to look out for, is excuses and not working on themselves. So I would look out for those 5 red flags, because a lot of these red flags will lead to abusive relationships, especially the obsessive one, because it all starts with the obsessiveness. Because if they're obsessive to the point where they don't give you any space, they're gonna be a very needy partner to the point where they don't have their own life, and they will make you feel like shit because they're gonna play the victim a lot. No, it's not something you want to get yourself into, especially with dating or relationships in general. So yeah, so these are definitely some red flags to look out for, especially in the dating world or if you're already in a relationship. I'm probably gonna do, considering the whole coronavirus, and considering this might be a few more months till we can even leave the house, I'm probably going to be doing a lot of videos. So it would help me to help you guys if you guys had any, like, please request dating advice or any advice and just comment it, because I will make a video on it. I'm just kind of going with it. I don't know what my next video is going to be on. I'm going to be doing videos every single day now. I just wanted to do, like, obviously my YouTube channel is mainly mental health, but I do think that it's really, that relationships kind of have a similarity to mental health. Like, it definitely can affect your mental health, and I think a lot of us in the dating world are really struggling. So I talked to a couple people and I was like, oh, like, what would you think if I did like a few videos on dating? And they're like, yeah, let's do it, right? Because, like, it's really good to have that guidance kind of thing. So for the most part, I feel like I've covered a majority of dating tips for you guys. I will probably, I don't know, I kind of just like, with my blog and my YouTube channel, I just kind of like think about things, or like I'll research and I'll like, I'll feel inspired. And I've been feeling really inspired to get into like a few videos about dating. So I'm gonna probably do some thinking about what I'm gonna kind of put out there next with the next video I do. But every video I do, I want you guys to try and take something positive away from it. So I hope that my videos are helping you guys. I hope that it's making a difference. I know it's kind of hard to even date right now because no one can even leave their house. So I would take this, if you are on Bumble or on dating sites, I would take this time to maybe video call the person and get to know the person over the next couple months before you guys meet. And then when you guys meet, you might feel a way stronger connection. I would just take everything I've said and apply it to your own personal life for sure. But yeah, so that is all I have for you guys today, and I'll see you next time on Mental Health Today. Bye.